They told her she would never own anything, that a life of renting was a life of living on crumbs. But a higher power had already written a different kind of deed for her, not for a tenant, but for an heiress. Today, you'll hear the incredible story of Sarah, a single mother who went from living paycheck to paycheck to owning over 15 properties. And it all began with a simple piece of paper and unbelievable faith. If you believe that God specializes in flipping contracts, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who needs to believe again, and subscribe to our channel. Because for those who have faith, the journey from renting to owning a portfolio is just one page away. Sarah had already moved 12 times in just 7 years. She was raising 3 children alone, with no child support, and was constantly behind on her rent. One day, deep in prayer, she wrote a simple but powerful sentence on a piece of paper. "In Jesus' name, my own house will arrive." She taped that promise to the wall of her small, run-down rented room. Then came the humiliation. One day, she and her children were evicted. As they stood on the curb, one of her kids asked, "Mom, are we ever going to have a house with stairs?" With unwavering certainty, she replied, "Yes, we will. A house with stairs, big windows, and the smell of fresh-baked bread." That was the seed. Sarah found work as a housekeeper and meticulously tracked every single penny in a notebook, her income, her tithes and offerings, and her savings. She started a side hustle, selling cakes and cookies. Soon, she was teaching other mothers how to do the same, empowering them to build their own financial freedom. After 2 years of relentless saving, she bought a small plot of land with a financed deed. She gathered her children and told them, "We have solid ground now. Let's start building." And build they did, little by little, brick by brick. Seeing her determination, neighbors began to help. A group from her church organized a volunteer build. Within 1 year, they were living in their very own home. It had stairs, it had big windows, and it was filled with the smell of fresh-baked bread. But that was just the beginning. Sarah converted her kitchen into a small bake shop. She invested the profits into another plot of land, and then another. She became a small business owner. She bought a house to rent out, then another, and eventually, a small apartment building. Today, Sarah owns 15 rental properties. She runs a nonprofit project for women and is a sought-after speaker at Christian entrepreneurship events. She always says, "My first contract was with God. The others only confirmed what he had already signed." You might be in a tight spot today, but God already sees you in a spacious place. He's already signed the key and drawn up the blueprints. It doesn't matter what anyone else has said. The rental is temporary, but the promise is eternal. If this story has boosted your faith, share it with someone who's renting and needs to dream again. Like this video and comment below. My promise is under construction. And don't forget to subscribe, because between the eviction notice and the deed, God is still the greatest builder of them all.